What's this? Spiderweb. Oh, it's me, the invertebrarian, and the wee man. Say hello, wee man. Super duper dude. Tickles. Okay, so it occurred to me, I had started filming a video, never got around to completing it, so we're going to have a look at that right now. And this is, of course, Panchnoda Marginata. I hope that's the correct pronunciation. Better known as sun beetles. Okay, so the Panchnoda Marginata are a species of sun beetle. They are very, very, very easy to look after. And in this video, what we're going to look at is the beetles themselves, the setup, and a sort of life cycle, if you will. So what we have here is an Exoterra unit. It's 45 centimeters across, and I think it's 65 on the length. So looking in here, you will see there's lots of branches, cork bits there, lots of branches. We do have my African twig mantis, lives in this tank, but is no risk to the beetles themselves, which are all very much hiding right now. This substrate is very rich in life. If we have a look, hopefully over here, we'll see tiny little isopods and a lot of activity on this piece of bark here. You'll see a mix of springtails and dwarf isopods. Water dish, decoration, and as I say, branches. They do quite like to climb. Okay, so what happens with these beetles is they lay eggs into damp, moist ground. So the substrate there was a mix of eco-earth, I think possibly topsoil, and a bit of sand mixed in. It's kept moderately damp, not soaking wet, but relatively damp. Yeah, that's the substrate they're kept on. And so what happens with these beetles is the adults do adulty things and they produce eggs. The eggs hatch out relatively quickly. They're laid in this damp substrate. They hatch out, I think, roughly within a few days, about 3 to 5 days, and thus the larvae produce. So what we're going to do is, the eggs are too small for me to find, so we're going to look at the small larvae moving up into the big larva, then larvae, then see what happens with them, and yeah, cool. There is a very young little larvae. Now this will feed ferociously for the next 3 to 5 months roughly, growing in size. Wow, I know, it's wow. So let's just see if we can get a decent look at this wee one. So here we go. As I say, this will feed. I know it's tiny, isn't it? So this will feed on fruit, a variety of fruit, and grow in size. So before we go and look at the next size, let us return this one back to its substrate. And you can see roughly on the size of my hands there just how small this one is. After lots of feeding, we start to develop something around about this size here. Moving up towards these kind of sizes. So as you can see, I'm absolutely enjoying that fruit and growing considerably in size compared to the last one we had. Okay, so let's put them down. And see just how easily and how quickly they can bury themselves away. It's absolutely incredible. And so a few months have gone past and eventually you become a great big huge beetle grub. So as we can see there, considerably grown in size, and yeah, not the prettiest looking little things in the world, are they? But there is something also quite awesome about the fact that this great big galoot here will pupate into a beetle. There it goes. So now it's the next phase for our beetles, which is this one. It's the cocoon stage. So inside here we have one of those larvae has created this cocoon, and inside here it will be pupating into an adult beetle. Okay, so after several weeks inside of this cocoon, it will break its way out, and out will emerge an adult beetle. Now if we look in there, we can see the isopods and springtails look to be cleaning up what almost looks like some old exoskeleton, some outer skin in there from the transition from beetle larvae into adulthood. But these cocoons are quite incredible little things, considering how they're made and the fact that they are made by a beetle larvae. Okay, so here we go. We have an adult beetle. All that time, all that feeding, the cocoon phase, and finally emerges the adult beetle. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful little beetles. As I say, very, very easy to keep, and they do and have given me a fright when they decide to take off. And obviously the wings are hidden behind these, under these shell bits here. Again, they're not huge beetles. They're not huge beetles, but they are pretty awesome, and as I say, very, very easy to keep. And I think this one's trying to eat my finger. Fruit beetle, are you? I'm not fruit. I can feel that! It's nipping my skin. So there we go. If you've watched the video by Inverted Ben, you will see I sent him some of these awesome little things. So hopefully he can see them develop, grow, cocoon, and evolve into adults. Sadly, a lot of them do die in the cocoon transitional phase. So I believe, so it's difficult to say how many cocoons will transform into adults. But I think the life cycle of these and all other beetle species, or anything that morphs from one to another, is quite incredible. Caterpillars and that kind of thing. There we go. Just pop that one down there. There you go. Okay, so that was just a quick video on those beetles. It's something I was wanting to share a wee while ago. I started putting the video together and never actually quite got round to completing it. So I just wanted to, perhaps people haven't thought about keeping beetles before. These are very, very easy beetles to keep. So on that note, there's only one thing left for me to say. It is a goodbye from me, and it's a goodbye from him. Please do like, share, subscribe, and we love all your comments. Bye bye.